Hey everyone, it's Elisa with AK Educational Consulting. And as promised in our last video, I am back today to start diving into the first two of the 7 C's of resilience building. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, then I encourage you to go back a video and listen as I explain what the 7 C's for resilience building are and the traits that are associated with resilient people. But without further ado, we're going to dive into the first two today, which are competence and confidence. All right, so first off is competence. What is that really? Well, it's the ability and the skill set to deal with stressful situations and tough times. Sounds a lot like resilience, right? Okay, so I am going to give you some actionable activities or strategies that you can use here in just a second. But competence, as we know, it is sort of like you're good at the things that you're good at, right? You're competent at your job, or you're really athletic and you're good at sports. So it's all of those skill sets that when we run into those roadblocks in our job, in athletics, in music, and whatever those things are that we're competent in, we know how to get past them. On the flip side, confidence is the feeling of self-worth that helps move us forward and allows us to take risks when necessary. So we think of confidence as we feel good about ourselves and um, the things that we're good at, and we feel like, yeah, we've got this, we can do these things. All of those feelings of self-worth, my mouth doesn't want to say those words today for some reason, that give us that ability to keep going and take risks and say, you know what, I feel good about my decision making in regards to this thing, so I'm confident that I can give it a try. And if it doesn't go well, that's okay. Remember, all of these C's, these C words that we're talking about, come together to help us build resilience. So then what can we do with our own kids, with students in the classroom to help build competence and confidence? So in terms of competence, we need to notice when they're doing things right and praise them. Give kids that positive feedback. Sometimes it's okay to praise the effort over the outcome, right? They need to know that they're doing things right. And often we have kids in classrooms that the they're the ones that are doing things right and playing by the rules and all of those types of things, and they fly under the radar. We don't say, hey, you are really onto something here, or man, I love how you solved that math problem. We need to notice it. We need to make sure we're giving them that feedback. And then secondly, in order to build competence, we need to help our kids identify and then act on their strengths. So what are they good at? And how do they use those to their advantage in the classroom, in the school, in the different groups that they're a part of in their community, in their family? Competence is necessary for building confidence because when kids realize that they are good at things, they start to feel more confident about those things. That's what we're going for. Confidence we can build through teaching kids how positive self-talk works. We have a lot of kids out there, humans in general, not just kids, that really are talk very down to themselves, right? They beat themselves up over the littlest things. I know we have that problem in my own house. And we have to give reminders that, hey, it is not necessary to totally beat yourself up and call yourself names or whatever it is because you didn't do this one thing correctly or you didn't succeed at that thing. How do we use positive self-talk? This is something that very successful people use. It's something that athletes use. If I remember correctly, I've actually done a whole YouTube video on positive self-talk, and affirmations, helping our kids to visualize and talk through success in a certain activity, having a successful soccer game, um, making it through a big test that they're taking, any sort of challenge that they're going to face, giving them affirmations, and the tools for visualizing that success. So we can do daily affirmations, we can do weekly affirmations, and they're just positive reminders to ourselves. You are enough, you are loved, you're amazing, you are so great at math, whatever that looks like. And confidence is necessary for thoughtful decision making. It's necessary for creative thinking. Our kids need to have these skills in order to really master some other really big things in life, right? They have to be confident in making decisions in order to think creatively and come up with maybe some outside of the box solutions to a problem. They need to have the confidence to share those thoughts with the people around them. So these are really big things that we're talking about. So these are our first two of the 7 C's: competence and confidence. And next time we're going to dive into the next one. So I hope that you will join me back here. And in the meantime, I hope that you'll start taking these really easy, actionable steps that I'm giving you, and really see if you can pick one, or if you're feeling really like a risk taker, maybe pick one from each column and see what you can do with that in this next week with your kids at home, with your kids in your classroom. How can you start to incorporate some of these suggestions into what you're doing so we can start to reinforce that competence and confidence and help build resilient kids? So until next time, I hope you have a great day.